It is time for our final conversation this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. For that, we are joined by Tofarati Ige, popularly known as Grand Tycoon. He is a Lagos-based journalist, poet, spoken word artist, and author, redefining African storytelling. As an editor by day and a cultural performer by passion across social media platforms, Grand Tycoon blends journalism, poetry, and live performance to shape conversations across Africa, on the page, on the stage, and on the screen as well. It is a pleasure to have you here with us.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
So where do we start from? Should we start from you being a journalist, you being a spoken word artist? Let's start from the spoken word artist, because that's an artistry that I've always found fascinating.
Oh, great.
How do you put your stuff together?
Okay.
What influences each poem you write?
Okay, so I'd like to start with an introduction, yeah? They call me King of Rhymes. They call me Grand Tycoon, the King of Rhymes. My flow sweet like curry and thyme. I'm a young boy, I know they commit crime, but I'm a young dude, I'm still in my prime. Now what I did wanted, like say I deal in crime. Some people they vex, cause now my time. They won't collect my sugar, give me lime. Them they call me thief, but I know still one dime. They say I know go blow, but I dey work with God time.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Nice.
Yeah. So spoken word is something that I find it very interesting because you're able to pass very deep messages, but in a catchy and engaging manner that people can easily assimilate. Yeah, so that's the first thing that attracted me to spoken word poetry.
Now, I dare say, as far as I'm concerned, I've always believed that an average spoken word artist is an actor as well.
Yes.
Because you really have to express the emotions in the words you're trying to put across. And sometimes, in the process of trying to express yourself, it does seem like you've worn the cloak of what you're talking about. How do you put yourself in that space?
Okay, so you hit the nail on the head. I always say that as a performer, your performance starts right from when you're writing. So you need to put yourself into the emotion. So it depends on what I'm talking about. Sometimes I might be talking about. I recall I did a piece recently about the jobless graduates, and you know, talking about someone who has been jobless for 10 years, I had to put myself in that emotion. Like, in fact, after doing that piece, I had to ask myself, am I sure I have a job? Because the hunger with which I did that piece, because I had to put myself into it. Because if you're saying that someone is jobless for 10 years, and the person is talking about it, you can imagine the passion,
Jobless
the anger,
for 10
jobless
years.
for 10 years. You can imagine the anger that it would take
So,
to...
you know, just to digress a bit, being jobless is different from not having a source of income.
Yeah.
You know, there are people who are unemployed.
Yes.
But they themselves, they employ labor, but they call themselves unemployed.
Yes.
Is this person not an employer or somebody who has a hustle, but is simply a job seeker? I'm very curious about this.
All right, so in this context, the person is jobless, does not have a job, is unemployed. So you understand? So you can
I really
imagine
want to hear this one. I really want to hear it. Can you perform it?
All right, so before I get to that, so there's a particular one that I would like to do.
Okay.
Okay, so before I get to that particular piece. So you see, the fact say person they go church or mosque no means saying a good person. And the fact say person they drink or smoke no means saying a bad person. This life now one big lesson. The more we live, the more we learn. Yet, small pikin fit get sense past old man. And you go see some old men, they act like small pikin. Think the thing. Looks can be deceptive, so you have to be perceptive. You don't need to be a detective to be effective in detecting fake love. Salutation is not love. Not every smile comes from the heart. They smile with you, but they won't tear you apart. You need to think with your head and love with your heart.
What's that one called?
So that one is called salutation is not love.
Salutation is not love.
Yeah.
Twale Baba, they don't send you. I like that one. I really like it. Wow. So one could say that what inspires you are everyday occurrences.
Yes.
What you see, what you feel, what you experience. But you're not going to escape talking about the unemployed graduate. Let's hear you.
Yeah, so I was trying to build up the
momentum.
To crescendo. So now also I also want to do this one. Okay. Before I get to that.
Okay. Go ahead.
One. Okay. Yeah. So I love the fact that I'm talking to a woman. You know, because some people they feel like women are the weaker vessels. They do the But I said no, not the kind of woman that I know. The kind of woman that I know and that I admire is a fighter. A beacon of hope, making the world brighter. She can burn like a lighter, yet she could be meek, but she's not weak. Because if you cross her, she'll stink.
Tell them.
A woman is more than a fine face, more than a nice shape. She enhances the landscape, brightens up every space, blessed with such elegance and grace. For women, let's make the world a better place, a safer place, where they don't feel like praise. A strong woman prays, she slays, she's a helpmate, but she's nobody's slave.
Ah, bang down. The show is over. The show is over. In fact, there's nothing more to say. Wow,
Yeah,
that is so nice. What's it called?
So that's called A Woman Is.
A Woman Is.
Yes.
Nice, nice.
So it's just basically talking about, because I hear people talk about, oh, women are the weaker vessels, women are this, women are that. But I say, no, not. It depends maybe the kind of woman that you know, but the kind of woman that I know, that's the picture that I just painted.
Do you write songs?
Yes, I do.
Because there's no way you can't write songs with all of these.
Yeah.
So when you write songs, because I know songs do a lot of rhymes as well, and then there's the rap version as well. This works a lot for rap as well, like when you're doing all these rhymes. And so putting your words together, I'm actually, I must admit, impressed. Because I know that you have to have a good mastery of the language, and you also have to be very witty, so as to be able to put and still hit the nail on the head and create that impact that you would want. So are you going to give me that unemployed graduate performance now?
Okay, so I would like to start by saying that you see, for that particular piece, the unemployed graduate. So like I said, it was something that I did. So I had not even I just wrote it down. Okay, so it's something that I like to, when I want to recite it, I always like to say, okay, I still have the pad with me where I wrote it down. So it's not something that I have I've not performed it. Okay, so I just wrote it. So that particular day, because when I wrote it, it was kind of emotional to me. So I just didn't want to, I decided not to put it out.
Don't worry.
Yet.
We'll keep
so you can see, as you were saying, that I tried not to,
We'll keep it in the burner. So when next you come, you will perform, because I'm very curious as to how it will turn out. I'm very curious as to that.
Okay.
So there are so many angles to you. There's the journalism, which we mentioned earlier, the spoken word artistry and all. What should we expect from Tofarati Ige in the next 5 years?
Okay, so in the next 5 years, I see myself as an entertainer. So I mean, that's where the name Grand Tycoon comes from. So I do basically different aspects of entertainment. So spoken word poetry, music, journalism, poetry. So I see myself in the next 5 years for all those expressions, because I see all those things as different expressions of my creativity. And so I just want to give as much as possible that I can. So if it's doing music, if it's doing spoken word, if it's doing writing or prose or whatever it is, maximizing my talent, so that when anybody hears Grand Tycoon, they know that they can get quality entertainment, however form you want it.
So you know, as it is, we're heading straight to the kitchen now, because I have breakfast for you. The rhyme is not rhyming, but let's go.